All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of 161st and River. It's episode 69, not 49, as the thing will lead you to believe in the title. And we're here today. The date's wrong on the bottom. We're here today to talk about the Cody Bellinger negotiations that have completely gone off the rails. So the report last night came out of The Athletic. Brandon Cuddy, who is a great reporter for The Athletic, has been covering the Yankees for some time now, saying that the Yankees have offered Bellinger, and we've known this, a contract with $30 million AAV. We don't know the years. It's probably between like 5 or 6. Like, that's where the Yankees are. And Bellinger's camp wants a contract about 37 AAV in 7 years. The Yankees aren't doing that. And I don't even know anymore with this negotiation. I want them to move on. Like, in the worst way, I think it's time. Like, I think that the Yankees, can get deals done with other players. Want to know a little secret about the Edward Cabrera trade and why the Yankees weren't really getting that one done? Because it would have taken Spencer Jones or Jason Dominguez, and the Yankees couldn't trade them yet. Now, the medicals were bad. Someone on Foul Territory yesterday, I forget the name, was talking about how he was talking to people around the league. I can back this up. That didn't know how it went through, the medicals for Cabrera. I reported, what's today? Friday. I reported Wednesday that the Yankees, yes, they were having trade talks. The trade talks went down. Like, they really stopped having conversations like late Sunday afternoon, early Sunday evening with the Cubs, due to the asks and due to, I know others have said it didn't get to the medical stages. They knew. Like, it was kind of obvious. Word gets around really quickly, and the Yankees could have waited around. And the Cubs could have waited around for the Yankees, and they didn't, because they knew that if the medicals got out, there would be a lower likelihood that a deal would get done in the first place. So Cabrera's with the Cubs. People around the industry were like, how did they pass those medicals? So we'll see. I don't know what's going to end up happening with that. I don't know if, someone wrote the other day, I forget where I saw it, that was like, I don't know how many innings he's going to pitch this year. Like, he's not going to pitch a lot. Like, the medicals were bad. So yes, the Yankees passed up on that. Getting back to the Bellinger thing, Bellinger's holding up the entire Yankee offseason. Let's look at this article here from The Athletic. He's holding up literally their entire offseason. Okay, the Yankees' latest multi-year contract offer to free agent Cody Bellinger featured an average annual value more than $30 million a year as Bellinger's camp continues to push for 7 years. Multiple sources briefed on the ongoing talks told The Athletic. The AAV of $30 million plus would rank the fifth highest paid outfielders, including Soto, Judge, Trout, Betts, and Yelich. I mean, I would probably take Betts off that list. Yankee officials have said many times they want to re-sign Bellinger. Bellinger's camp is pointing towards the Alonso contract and the Schwarber contracts. The Yankees would also be the Bellinger would be their insurance center fielder, right fielder, and first base in case someone got hurt. Like if Judge gets hurt, he can move over, God forbid. Or if Rice gets hurt or is not performing, he could slide over there and they could put Dominguez in right. In left, or however they'll do it, or Jones, whoever the hell's here. The Yankees side could argue that they want Bellinger back. In recent history, hasn't shown other teams willing to invest long term in the Arizona native. Bellinger won the MVP in 19 after a solid 24. Bellinger didn't opt out to test free agency. The Cubs' salary dumped him to the Yankees. The Yankees may also point to those contracts. Boras has negotiated longer term contracts for outfielders in the past, including Jacoby Ellsbury, who was 30 when he signed a 7-year, $150 million contract. Obviously, the Yankees don't want to do a Jacoby Ellsbury contract. That was in 2013. Brandon Nimmo, don't know if they want that deal. 8-year, 162. Jose Altuve, that was a little bit different because that's with the Astros. The Yankees have checked in with free agent outfielder Bo Bichette, according to Ken Rosenthal and Will Salmon of The Athletic. Important to note, Bo Bichette is meeting next week, I think for the second time, according to Morosi, who, so probably like the first time they're ever talking. They're meeting next week to talk about a contract. It's a Zoom. They now seem to be the leading contenders to get a deal. And that's fine. Okay. Michael Kay is on his show right now, so he's on his high horse. Absolutely nailing the Bellinger situation. I'll have to go back and listen when we're off. The Yankee offer is incredibly fair. Now, this is okay. So Scott. So this is Brian Cashman through K on the K show. Tweet that out. The Yankees offer is incredibly fair. He's 31 with inconsistent offense. The Yankees, I guess, don't want to offer more than 5 years, which I kind of understand. They're going to have to go beyond 5 years if they want to get a deal done, but that's neither here nor there. So someone else just put this out. Probably overthinking this, but last year, the Yankees started leaking their interest in Fried 4 days before Soto signed. Wouldn't be surprised here. I'll share this tab instead. Wouldn't be surprised if they're getting ready to pivot. Also, wouldn't be surprised if they stop working with Boras based on how the last 2 years have gone. Boras has been horrible to the Yankees the past 2 off seasons. It's been like really bad for them. He said some other bangers this morning. Madden is the go-to Yankees front office guy. Okay, we'll talk about this Madden tweet. When they're ready to tap out of a Boras negotiation, have to wonder how much longer the Yanks will give Scott Boras to find one dumb owner to offer 7+ years for Bellinger. Ain't ever happening while the Yankees offers the 4th highest AAV of any outfielder, which is what Cuddy reported. Obviously, we're counting Mookie Betts as an infielder. With the lockout looming, teams are limiting long-term commitments. Now, everyone around the league, let me pull up Bobby Malone. He had some good points this morning as well, shockingly. People around the league still think that a deal is going to get done here. I'm not going to hold out hope here because I just don't know. So Bob Clappish put up a story this morning. I wouldn't trust him if he was the last reporter on the planet, but that's different. This is the Edward Cabrera would have been a nice addition, but there's no guarantee any pitcher survives spring training without a trip to the MRI. Bellinger is seeking 36 million over 7 years, so 6,204 could be the end result. I don't see the Yankees going over 200. I don't see them going to 200. I'd be shocked. Um, 6'7", 6'170. Schwarber, and Alonso are both DHs. They're getting that. Next question, why not Tucker? Both sides are not interested and has never been this winter. The Yankees aren't interested in Tucker. Okay. I reported that. You know what? I'll pull the story back up that I reported 3 weeks ago. Not 3 weeks, about a month ago now. I'm pulling it up. I wrote a story on the Monday of the winter meetings. And I wrote a story at the winter meetings talking about, here it is. Share this tab. This was written a month ago yesterday. So literally a month ago. At the winter meetings. Tucker had visited the Blue Jays complex earlier in the week. This is what I wrote. Sources indicated Friday that Yankees had concerns about Tucker's overall drive and passion to play the game of baseball, as well as his injury history. I didn't add in here because it's not really went on his show and was talking about this exact thing. He said it in a much more blunt and harsh way than I did. He also has more cachet than I do, to say things like that. He's continued all offseason to say, yeah, he's Jacoby Ellsbury. Like, that's going to be a Jacoby Ellsburian deal. So the Yankees apparently are looking at Bo Bichette now. Boris told the market for Belly was a better market than Tucker and wants similar money. No team has close on years to money. Now I'm sure he's getting a short-term high AV, low AV title. Boris is trying to create chaos and unknowns in the Belly market so the Yankees overpay. When Clapp and Madden are putting things out, they broke the stories of Soto leaving first. That's what we just saw before. There's no love lost between the two. Okay. Word is they're still open on Alex Bregman, the Arizona Diamondbacks, with a robust market. Boston, Toronto, the Cubs. You should start praying that he goes there. Okay. So Sunday Night Baseball is out. Here are the games. So I guess I'm gonna go through this. I'll tweet it out in a little bit. I was trying to look at it on my phone and it didn't make sense. So I'll post the Sunday Night Baseball. I think I reshared what Andrew Marchand put out, the full PDF, but I'm gonna go through it and analyze this. This is good. I can assure you that the Yankees have a plan B, even if they haven't told Clappish. Also, no one is in the ballpark of Scott Boris's crazy asks. It's insane to me that the Yankees think that they're going to get away with this. The Yankees need to do something this offseason. They can't just sit here on their ass and do nothing. David Cohn will not be returning to ESPN, The Athletic has learned. No hard feelings, but ESPN's asks have changed. He's going to remain doing Yes Network, which is the important part for us. I know you just see like half my face. Just give me 2 seconds. Um, I like him so much more. Um, I like him so much more on the Yes broadcast than on ESPN. I also like the Yes broadcast better than ESPN. There's another tweet coming out of the Red Sox a few minutes ago as I was getting on that I want to look at quickly here because it pertained to should be Preg. He goes like literally anywhere else but there or Toronto, like go to the National League. Like the Yankees right now should be praying that every free agent that's not Cody Bellinger goes to the National League. Let Kyle Tucker go to the Mets or the Dodgers. Don't let him go to Toronto. Let Bichette go to Philly if he's not coming here, which I don't think he is. I don't think that was ever legit because I don't think the Yankees ever legitimately wanted him. If they did, they would have gone after him like weeks ago and tried to get a deal done weeks ago, and they just didn't. That's the Alexis Diaz. Wow, we're really going back here. We showed that a few minutes ago. Suitors for a potential Alec Bohm trade. The Yankees are not one of them. Okay. Mike Hazen doesn't sound like the GM that's about to sign Alex Bregman. Okay. Well, Hazen still said he still has money left in the budget to add a couple relievers, though it seems unlikely that the team has the financial wherewithal to add a big dollar free agent. Okay. So pray that he goes to the Cubs, I guess, is what we're saying here. It's sad that Yankee fans have to sit here and pray that the big time free agents that they can't sign go to other teams. That's kind of sad. But Bellinger's asks are absolutely outrageous for the Yankees, and they shouldn't meet him. Tell me the team that's going to meet Bellinger's outrageous asks. No one is. So just don't meet him. Pivot. You want to go sign Austin Hayes? Go sign Austin Hayes. Do you want to go trade for an outfielder, someone that we're not thinking of? And no, it will not be Steven Kwan. He is not being traded from the Guardians. Everyone all off season, particularly a show that's no longer on WFAN, was beating the drum for Kwan for the Yankees to trade for Kwan. Number one, Steven Kwan's not that good. All right, let's just say that. He's a left-hand hitter with no pop that had an okay year last year. Not a good year, an okay year. He wouldn't really fit what the Yankees are looking for. Bellinger fits what the Yankees need. But Scott Boras is being Scott Boras, and the Yankees need to stop doing that with him. And it's a legit question at this point. Do the Yankees continue to negotiate with Boras, or do they just be like, all right, we'll negotiate with other agents because this is absolutely freaking outrageous. The asks Boras wants for these clients are absolutely insane. So the Yankees offseason still has stalemate. I'm going to have more on the Bellinger situation going up on Last Word on Sports later. So if you follow me on social media, when that goes up later, I'm going to be working on it with our Yankee beat writer since for them, I'm the national guy. So I'll be working with the Yankee beat writer on that, and we'll go from there. So thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe. Have a great day. Go Yankees. And please do something. Like, this is annoying.